Hello, Elizabeth here. I'm going to give you a short mindfulness practice, and this is a practice that would be great for sitting in a chair with your feet on the ground. I have some images here showing in the video that you can focus on if your mind starts to wander, which it will. So settle in to a comfortable chair and we'll start. So start to settle in and recognize that you are coming from somewhere or shifting from something. So just be aware of thoughts and feelings that might be up in your head. And if it's helpful, you can imagine putting those things kind of up and away from you at a comfortable distance. And you can imagine containing them in a thought bubble or a cloud. Again, a little bit up and away from you. Now start to come back to really recognizing your body sitting in the chair. Start to notice your feet on the ground. If they're in shoes, you can kind of dig down in your toes into the shoes. And if you are in socks or bare feet, you can press your toes down into the ground and feel them there. Now lift your toes up, and you might feel the balls of your feet really pressing into the floor. And now push back and feel your heels against the floor. And thoughts will come up and move you away, distract you. That's okay. Just notice that it happens and bring your attention back to your feet on the ground. Start to notice maybe the first place that the chair is meeting the back of your legs. Might be around your back of your calf area or behind your kneecap. Notice your hands, whether they're resting on your lap or the armrest of a chair. If your hands are in your lap and they're crisscrossed or resting on top of each other, kind of notice the body heat between your hands. You can start to really feel the weight of your arms if you kind of focus on the area from your shoulders all the way down to your hands. And again, thoughts will come up and kind of pull you away to other places, and that's okay. Our minds are very busy places. So just notice that it happened and bring your attention again back to the experience of your body in the chair. Start to notice your sit bones in the chair. And notice the base of your backbone, the place where it kind of meets up with your sit bones. And start to follow the line of your spine upward from the base of your back up to the top of your head or the crown of your head. And imagine that there is a little string connected to the top of your head, pulling you up gently towards the ceiling or sky. That may have led to a little bit of lengthening. Allow your shoulders to drop back down if they moved up. And again, thoughts will come up. And the practice is really just about noticing that your mind gets pulled away, and then kind of encouraging it back to what's happening in the here and now. This time when you come back to your body, find your breath. So that's just another way of saying focus on your breath. There are a lot of things that you can notice about your breath. You can first notice just the general quality of your breath. Is your breath feeling easy and fluid? Relaxed? Or maybe it's feeling kind of choppy and tight. Just notice. You don't have to make a judgment or assessment about your breathing. You can notice the inhale part of the breath and the exhale part of the breath, kind of two different parts of the breath. And now see if you can notice if one side of the breath is lengthier than the other. So we normally favor either the inhale part of the breathing or the exhale part. So see if you can notice that. And even while your mind is focused on something, it can easily be drawn out and away to other things. And it's just noticing it again without any feeling towards that. And come back to the breath. So this time when you're breathing, see if you can lengthen the exhale part of the breath. The exhale part of the breath is part of the parasympathetic system. It helps us relax, rest, and digest after some kind of uptick in excitement or stimuli. So for folks who get anxious easily or feel anxious, extending the exhale a little bit lengthier will really encourage a relaxation. So see if you can extend lengthy, smooth exhale. Reminding yourself that this moment that's happening right now is really just the body in the chair, the breath in the body, and any sounds around you that you are aware of. There's nowhere you need to be at this moment, nothing to bother you. Some could say it is a perfect moment. Thoughts that come up, they may be very important or not at all, but none of them are actually happening right now. If you've lost track of your breath, it's not a problem. Just bring it into your attention and it will come right back to you as the thing you're focusing on. Again, thoughts will come up and draw you away to other places. Simply be aware that it happens. And then come back to the breath. Feel your feet on the ground, your hands in your lap. And just for another moment before we start to end, See if you can just follow the simple rise and fall of your breath and allow everything else to kind of fall back or fall away. Before ending, it might be helpful to identify one good thing that's happened already today, or one thing you feel good about, or something that you have some gratitude about. Now actively bring that into your mind's eye. Allow it to kind of sink in. And later today, when things get busier and your mind is busier, you're not in a quiet place, simply remembering doing this mindfulness practice and calling up that positive thing may really help just for a little bit of a reset. So you can start to move around a little more, maybe allow your eyes to open a little bit. And come back to the space you're in fully. Okay, that's a little test of a little practice of a mindfulness. I hope you guys enjoyed it.